Marcus, the multitask frame is a very classic frame. It's a timeless frame, kind of going back to your roots in terms of design and material. Tell us about the material that's used on this frame.
The multitask is built in 7000 alloy material, and I have used the technology which is called smooth weld. So you see these beautiful welds basically on the frame, and we're using also high-grade tubing, which goes up to triple butted tubes. And in addition to that, the customer then can choose his powder coating color, so we're having a powder coating finish on the bike or on the frame itself.
The next thing you notice as well is that there's no suspension fork on this bike, but some massive big tires. Why have you chosen that?
If you look back in the history, which is sometimes quite good, you notice that in the past, also in Germany or all over the world, you had very bad roads. And instead of building suspension into the bikes, they used this balloon tires, so which is in the early 20s, for example. And it makes quite sense, because if you do offer suspension in your bike, it is mechanical parts, you know, like shocks and dampener and things like that, and they need maintenance. And if we look into a lot of customers, they use their bike, let's say in summer, and not always all year round. And then it's a lot better to have no mechanical parts which need to be in service after winter or after a long break. And in addition to that, with the balloon tires, you get a very large amount of comfort out from the bike. But in addition, you also are saving some weight, because suspension bikes are heavier. So if we have a look at this specific bike as it is built here, it's 14 kilograms. And normally you don't find a city hybrid bike with 14 kilograms with suspension. It's quite impossible to build it up, because the bike is spec'd with fenders, rack, generator for the light, and I think that makes it also special. You have something low maintenance, it has a great comfort, and in addition to that, it is something which is making fun to ride.
I also notice in terms of frame details as well, to accommodate the Big Apple tyre, there's plenty of tyre clearance on the chainstays too.
You need to, when you design a frame, of course you need to know what you want to mount on it. And obviously we had to generate and to create chainstays which have this huge, massive tyre clearance, but also the frame, and that's where the name multitask is coming from. You could do nearly everything with the bike. You can use it for long touring. You can use it for day commutes, you could use it to ride along with your family, and you can spec it in various configurations. So it's possible to fit a Rohloff hub in here, or a Shimano hub, or to spec it with DR group set, with disc brake mounts, with cantilever mounts, with XT, so name it. Basically you can just do everything with the bike, and even to retrofit it with our Storck radar system, so it could become a Pedalelec bike as well.
So the frame is strong enough and built perfectly to accommodate a Pedalelec system?
Yeah, especially our system, because we have a retrofit version for our bikes, which means you could then buy an additional rear wheel, and we created strong enough mounts for the battery, so you can't just put any system in it, but it is made for our radar system. So it's a retrofit possibility, and that also makes the bike quite special, because normally on electronic bikes or pedelecs you can't retrofit, and here it is possible.